Hey, what's up guys? Guy1 here and welcome to the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League, and tonight we have a lot of stuff to get done. We recently had a couple of problems with the last couple of races we did. The Cup race did not run on Monday as it was supposed to. Then tonight we have to run 2 Oshkosh races because last week we didn't run any, I believe. Or no, last week we ran 1 when we were supposed to run 2. So yeah, what the heck? There we go. So yeah, tonight we're going to run 2 stages at high speed ring. This will be the Lite 200. And then right after this we're going to have the, what is it? I believe it's the Milwaukee 150, but then that's going to be live at Trial Mountain Raceway. And then tomorrow we're going to be running the FES series at Grand Valley South Racetrack, so that should be fun. And then this Monday we're also not going live for the Cup series because we're going to get the All-Star done. Oh, I remember why we couldn't do the All-Star race. It's because GT7 servers absolutely shut down. And yeah, hopefully it all works out tonight. Hopefully we have no connection issues. And also, I don't know who just made the last-second decision to run this race at night, but yeah, here we are. Now we have a couple of interesting things going on here. So these guys are starting in reverse points order. They didn't actually run any qualifying times. Just because we are so short on time tonight, we're trying to keep things moving here and do the fastest thing possible. But yeah, Swan's your points leader. He's starting in last. And then Lone Wolf has never run a point race in this series before, to my knowledge. And he's going to be starting up in first because he literally has no points. But yeah, should be some fun racing. And also these guys are a little bit nervous about FES tomorrow because that's going to be... It's going to be a wild race because we've never run a point race at that specific racetrack before, so that's going to be interesting. Alright, so this is the form up. I'm going to form up and see how this goes here. And look at that, Petty GMS on the front row because of this starting grid order. Car is going to come down to the start-finish line, and we're going to have 15 laps to settle the winner of Stage 1, and then we'll have Stage 2, and whoever wins that will obviously win the race. And thank you all so much for watching tonight. There's going to be a lot of racing. And yeah, we're going to cut this stream off and fire up a different one whenever we start the Trial Mountain race. And here we go, coming down to the start-finish line. Green flag is out. Van Gogh got a heck of a push. He's going to go out to the lead. Cars are staying pretty organized in these drafting lines. Looks like Lone was maybe trying to slide up in line. None of these guys have raced with draft before, and these cars are already really lethal with their speed. They have 850 horsepower. And there is a new rule for this corner. You cannot go up into the green. Clone got pushed up there. That's not going to be a penalty. Van Gogh just shot all the way up into the green. I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. Everybody gets through it okay. Stayed off of the wall. Oh, cars loose back there in the middle, or towards the back, I should say. Clone is up in the lead. Down East is in second place. And again, Down East right now has about as much momentum as you could possibly have in one season. Winning races left and right. I think he's won a race in all 3 of the top 3 series this season, which is just insanity after what he did last season. Coming back around to the front straightaway. Van Gogh almost clipped the bumper of somebody back there. But Clone is going to lead the first green flag lap. These 4 cars back here are pretty much lined up into a draft train. That should help them get closer to the front. Down East is trying to track down that 3 car. Ooh, cars are getting loose in the back there. Budge is just drifting that corner like he meant to. Looked like Lone might have had 2 tires in the green. Again, we're trying a new rule with that green lane on the outside. We're saying that nobody can have any tires up in that green section. Just trying to keep cars off of the wall, and I think it's a good new rule to have for this league. So Clone is still leading. I thought Down East would have gotten a lot closer than he has. Looking back here, Swan has made his way up to 3rd. Pudge right now is in a petty sandwich. Yeah, it's Friday. It's been a very interesting week, and hope y'all in the Northeast take cover with that tropical storm coming up. I think in my area, we're not as close to the coast as most people, but we're still getting, I think, lots of wind. So yeah, I hope y'all stay safe out there. Now these guys are starting to get pretty spread out, and I'm pretty shocked. I mean, not to say anything about Clone, but I'm actually shocked he's still holding this lead, just because with how fast that 16 team is, they're always in striking order to take the lead and try to win these races. Again, Clone's had some pretty decent success in this series too. I mean, even though it doesn't count for a point win, he still won the Clash race opener, and then he literally won the Daytona 250 in week 1, so the 3-car definitely has momentum. It's just he's not one of the highest graded drivers for a road course, and he's really trying to reverse that this season. Oh my dear Lord, Lone was all the way up by the wall. Pudge is still... Oh! Pudge just overcorrected and spun that sucker around. Do believe that should be a yellow flag. Yep, yellow flag is out. Alright, first caution of the race. Pit road should open this time for these guys to come down and make some adjustments to their cars if needed. Also, I desperately need to plug my phone in because that sucker is about dead. You know, I love when you have tons of charging cables for different devices. You know that you bought them, you know that you have them, but the second you need them, they're nowhere to be found. So it looks like everybody's going to come down pit lane, and as far as really good fuel mileage, it looks like Down East and Swan have the best. Lone, not too far off of them. Van Gogh is just drinking that fuel like a town drunk. There we go, that's better. Race off of pit road. Clone's still going to hold the lead. I wasn't really looking to see what they all got. It looks like Clone might have not taken tires. Must say one thing. It's been really nice outside. Like, the temperatures have been around like high 60s and windy, so it's been really nice to get stuff done outside whenever you need to. Alright, so cars have gone through the choose cone. They are formed up 3x3 to come down to this restart zone, which is at the start-finish line. There will be 10 laps to go for stage 1. Alright, here we go. Coming down to the start-finish line. Let's see if Clone can get another really good jump, as he does have Down East starting right beside him, and I think if Down East can get this run, he might be able to go to the lead. Down East got a good push initially, but then Clone got that second jump, and Clone's going to just rocket out of there like a cannon. Clone's gonna hold the lead. Down East is right on his bumper. Somebody's to the outside of Down East. Oh, I think that might be Lone in the 43 car. Yes, it is. Still to the outside. Down East almost forced him up into the green. Looks like Swan was to Lone's door. Down East just dove to the inside of the 3 car, tried to make it stick. Not enough room there. Yeah, Down East is not going to go away too easily this time. And again, I don't know what the tire situation is. I'm not sure how much tire wear they had for that first pit cycle, but Down East definitely took tires. Everybody is pretty single file going through the pack. Looking up at this lead. Let's see what Down East tries to do. He is going to try to go to the inside. Clone goes all the way up into the outside wall. Yeah, oh, he's going to try to cross him over. He's not gone yet. Clone is there on the door. Can he get back to the inside of him? He almost pushed the 16 up into the green. Down East tried to dive bomb a little bit early, but he's clear. Down East to the race lead. Pudge is all the way back in 5th place right now. Again, this is a first because we've never run this high a horsepower at this racetrack before. So even if you have a good track record here, it still doesn't mean you're going to be consistent with this new car. Caution is back out. I do believe Pudge. Again, these guys practiced for quite some time before the race today just to make sure they had their cars completely dialed in the correct way. But accidents are still bound to happen. It's just the art of racing. So now with Pudge in the back again, pit road will open this time. Down East just juked the snot out of that pack. So Down East is going to stay out. Just Call Lig Racing staying out with everybody else coming down pit lane. If I was in Pudge's shoes, I would definitely think about taking tires just because if he didn't take tires the first time, I guarantee you that current set is dead. And forget everything I'm saying because Pudge is confident enough where he's staying out to take 2nd place. Again, this is the Miller Lite 200 with Pudge running the Miller Lite car. So Lone is in 3rd, Swan is in 4th. I don't know what the heck happened to Clone, but now he is in dead last in that 3 car. He might have, oh dear God, what the heck was that? What the actual heck is going on? I'm gonna go to this camera view just to see what's happening. Yeah, something's amiss on that 2 car right now. Oh my gosh. It just did a jitter lag really bad. Pudge is our lobby host currently, and there's been a few tweaks with his internet. If this whole lobby crashes, that's the cause of it. Just giving y'all a heads up warning. Unfortunately, if the lobby crashes, that means I will not be able to save a race replay or anything. So hopefully this lobby stays stable. So that was your choose cone, and now Pudge is going to line up next to Down East on the front row. Kind of 4v2 formation for this one. See how good Lone can push Pudge towards the front. Oh my lord, I'm tired today. Coming down to the start-finish line for another restart. And once again, folks, I did not know this was supposed to be a night race, so this is quite interesting to see. And here we go. Big push from the outside. Lone gave the 2 car a nice shove. Pudge is clear of the 16. Down East is going to... Well, he didn't go for the pass on the inside. I'm shocked by that. Swan has been stuck almost mid-pack this entire race. Down East is to the inside. He's going to try to get around the 2 car. I don't think he's clear anymore. Oh, huge shot from the 43. Pudge is going to try to power around on the outside. Down East just gave the 2 a pretty good door right there. Oh, going through the S-corners, man. Down East is all over the 2 car's bumper. Down East wants to go, and he wants to go right now. Very aggressive line in that 16. Pudge leads coming out of the S-corners. Looked like Swan might have gotten a little bit loose in the back. So you got RFK and Collig battling in the top 2. Stuart Haas back in 3rd and 4th, and then Petty in 5th and 6th. Again, I do want to thank Lone Wolf for racing in this race tonight. He wasn't supposed to. He literally joined about 20 minutes before the race started and got him a car ready. And he's showing some pretty decent speed in that thing so far. To the inside, down east, going for the lead. Swan's going to go right with him. The top 2 in points, both just freight train the 2 car. That was a really good move by those 2. They certainly aren't teammates, but they certainly just work together there. Pudge just dive bombed it to the inside, forcing Swan to the outside. Now that Swan's on down east bumper, let's see how long he waits to go for the lead. He's going to try it right now, door to door. Down east holds momentum on the outside. That might open the door for Pudge to get back up there and get second back. Pudge is staying way to the outside. Pudge is going to hammer that wall. That's going to take a lot of speed away from that team. So down east still leading. There will be 5 laps to go once they cross the start-finish line. Okay, I thought I saw a car coming to the pits, but no, the 3 car just got wicked loose. Also, oh yeah, this is our patriotic race. It's really late because it was supposed to happen 2 weeks ago, but sometimes crap happens and it kind of messes with our schedule a little bit, but hey, we still got the patriotic cars out there celebrating America. Oh man, definitely going to be hitting the hay whenever this one's over. Actually, no, I can't do that. I still have another race to do after this one. Jeez, down east is purple, not by much, but he's still purple on that 104.8 lap time. Got some competition back here for second as Clone has caught up to his Haas teammate. If I go silent for a little bit, sorry about that. I am texting people. Not supposed to do that when you're on a job, but you know. Clone is all over Swan's bumper. He's just waiting for the time to pounce and take that spot away. Pudge is actually having trouble keeping up with the 43 car in this instance. Now, y'all think this racing is wild? Just wait until you see Trial Mountain. That is going to be an absolutely insane race. Which also, it will be a first ever event for the NFRL because, oh my god! Lone's in the grass, Lone's in the grass, still in the grass. Now he's back on the track finally. Pudge is going to get around him. Good job by Lone keeping that car straight. But yeah, Trial Mountain is a very technical road course, also a Gran Turismo classic track, I should say, English. It's been in a lot of past GT games. Clone to the inside, he's going to try to make that move now. Won't get it done because Swan's going to power by on the outside. But yeah, the point is, taking these 850 horsepower monsters to that track for the first ever point race, I don't know about that. That's a little lethal, but that's the NFRL, baby. Coming through the escort. Have Swan gain just a little bit of time. Down east is in another zip code right now on the lead. I mean, he's not too far ahead, but the more Clone challenges Swan, that's going to make it harder for either of them to get up to the lead. But again, you're not fully teammates in a race like this. It's every driver for himself. You can help teammates if you want to, but you got to look out for yourself. Now, this is where they could really be strong. They could bump draft down the straightaway. Downey's car must have been really close to the camera right there because that car was really loud for a second. See Lone back there in fourth. Looks like he got back around the 2 car. The white flag will be next time by, and wow, we're only 20 minutes into this, and stage 1 will already be over, so that's nice. Oh man, I'm around the S corners. Clone shot that way wider. He should catch right up to the bumper of the 5 car. 5 car got into the wall. Let's see if Clone tries to go around him. They're both about even on corner exit. That's kind of shocking. Gap to the leader is now 2.1 seconds. Down east, man, riding with all the momentum with colleague racing right now. Coming down to the start-finish line, 1 lap to go for stage 1 of the Miller Lite 200 as he purples it with a 104.7 even. Okay. Don't forget, last race we did, down east, timed a late restart really good in a dirt race, and he was able to hold off the competitors and won at the Sardegna, Sardegna Windmills track to add another dirt track win to his resume. I'm going to cross the bridge here. The gap to the leader is now 1.9 seconds, so they've gained about a tenth, not much. Down east is basically just cruising to victory, doesn't have to worry about anything. There's a car really far back. Van Gogh has caught up to Pudge. That's really interesting. I don't know if Pudge had a problem or Van Gogh found the speed of a rocket ship, but yeah, those two are pretty close. Final corner for the first stage. Down east with it in hand. Let's see if Clone's going to try to get around his teammate. He might. Ooh, he had a run there. He had to get off of the gas. He would have went into the wall. Let's see if he drives for it. He is going to go for it. Oh, he's not going to have the run. So Swan will hold off Clone for second place. Lone with a very honorable 4th place in his first ever Oshkosh stage. Very cool to see. Pudge is actually battling in the back to hold Van Gogh off. That's insane. Coming down to the start-finish line. That'll be the rest of your finishing results. Pudge is going to slide it across the line there. Alright, well that was your stage 1. That was actually pretty quick, I'd say. And there you see down east with his very bare-boned fire suit, because I guess Colleague doesn't have very much money at the moment, but hey, they certainly have the momentum. Here are your stage 1 results, with down east winning, and he also has the fastest lap, which was only 0.084 quicker than the 5 car. Wow, okay. Wow, and Clone's fastest lap was 1 whole tenth off of his, so actually, I mean, Lone wasn't even that far off either, really. The top 4 cars are all within about 3/10 of each other. So if those guys can start racing close together, I mean, it might really be a good race for the final stage. Alright, I will throw these results up there. And then they're going to take a very short stage break because we have so much racing to do tonight. The stage breaks will be kept to an absolute minimum. And yeah, we will be right back, as I am going to go grab me a drink. Alright, y'all, sorry about that long break, but here we are, ready to get going for the final stage of this race. I thought the final stage was 20 laps, apparently it's 25. All good though, get to see a little more racing out of this race. Alright, so these guys are lined up in order of which they finished in the first stage, and again, the story of the first stage to me is the fact that the top 4 cars are all within about 3/10 of each other as far as lap times go, and the fact that Clone was really challenging Swan up there for second place. I am currently looking at something here. Okay, so looking at stats for this season, man, Down East has 2 race wins, Swan has 2 race wins, and then Clone has a race win, so this is race number 6 of the current season. Man, what are the race did Down East win? I'm trying to remember. I might have to look into that, because he won the dirt race. Oh, Tokyo, yeah, he swept the Tokyo track. And then Swan has won at Daytona Road Course, and then Road Atlanta. So yeah, if Down East or Swan wins this race, one of them will become the first driver to have 3 wins or more this season. If Clone wins this race, he would become the 3rd driver to have 2 wins or more. And then if somebody else wins, they would become the 4th different driver to have at least 1 win. So yeah, lots of different things on the table here tonight. And also, Down East and Swan are top 2 in points, so obviously both of them are looking for really good points days. Coming down to the start-finish line, 1 stage to settle it. Left lane got a good push to start, and then all of a sudden, Down East just rocketed out of there. I think that was Lone who gave him such a good shot. Lone just got shoved up into the outside wall, not sure what that was about. Pudge is up to 3rd place, but he does have the 3 car on his inside. Pudge is holding position there on the outside. Swan got free of Clone, so now he should be able to try to chase down East. He has nobody around him. Clone just underbraked the snot out of that corner. He's trying to keep his foot in it. Almost got to the inside of Pudge. He is going to hold 5th. Oh man, this racetrack seems to be getting even darker. I mean, it's dark to begin with, but seems like those clouds are getting a little darker. That sun might be going down even further. I don't know, I guess that was Van Gogh who got really loose in the back. He didn't wreck though, so good save by him. Gap to the leader is 7/10. It's pretty much maintained at 7/10 too. Going off this big, wide turn 1. Clone has 30, he's going to try to reel in his teammate. Again, these guys were told that the track limits, you cannot go in the green section on the outside of this corner, and some of them are getting pretty close, I must admit. Swan with a very aggressive line going to the inside of this corner. And how about Lone up to 3rd place around the 3 car? Yeah, old petty GMS boy up there in the top 3. That's what I'm talking about. Swan gained a little bit on the 16 out of that corner. Oh my god, Lone just got really loose. Lone wasn't getting pushed there, so that car genuinely just stepped out. And how about the 43 car getting a purple lap with a 104.9? I told y'all, man, this 43 car, he's almost like a sleeper in the back. He's one of the fastest cars on track right now. He just needs to get up there and take advantage of his opportunities. Swan starting to really get closer to that 16 car. In fact, he is quite literally on his bumper. Let's see if he tries to dive in or tries to wait until he comes out of the S-corners. He might have gotten a little bit harder in the brakes, trying to hit a little bit better of an apex. Swan's going to dive it in there. I thought he was going to the inside right there. Out of the S-corners, down east, had a slightly smoother exit, but nope, Swan's still staying with him. Back here, too. Two battles of two cars. Pudge and Van Gogh are both back there in no man's land. And Swan's going to go for the lead. Here he comes on down east inside. Swan is going to lead this lap, and he will take the lead. I don't think there was much change in the lead in stage one. I mean, Clone led a few laps at the start of it, but now finally someone has gotten up and around the 16 car. Looking back at the 3 and the 43, those two are battling hard. Yep, and I do believe this lobby just got trashed. I don't want to know what the heck that was. Oh my god. I guess everything is fine. Somehow these guys are still alive. It looked like Thanos came in and snapped his finger and just made all the servers for this game get pulverized. What the heck was that? Alright, so all 6 guys are still in here. I don't know. Okay, so caution's out, pit road's open. That's where we stand right now. Everybody's coming down pit road. That was one of the most interesting things I've ever seen happen live. I hope the stream picked it up. They were driving normally, and then all of a sudden they all just buckled up in turn 2 and sat there. So I guess every single car is going to get penalized for having all 4 tires over the green. Oh my lord, I genuinely don't know what that was. Whatever that was, you know, caused a yellow flag. Everybody's fine. I think Van Gogh might have not taken tires or took less fuel something. He just wanted to get up front and lead a lap. Oh. I thought this whole race was over. I thought that was going to crash everything, but somehow it fixed itself and got everybody back up to where they were on track. I'm curious what other people saw when they were on the track. Because I think on every one of their screens they were still driving fine, but for whatever reason, me being up here in the booth, the game just, it froze there for a second. That was wild. Alright, so Van Gogh is your leader. He's going to be choosing his lane first. He's going to go to the right side. That's interesting. And Lone, his teammate's going to file in behind him. Oh wow, looks like Lone and Pudge are going to follow those two as well. And the top 2 in points are both in the left lane, just those two. So let's see if we can make it around turn 2 at full speed this time without the game absolutely breaking. Coming down the front straightaway here, there will be 20 laps to go. This stage is pretty long, I must say. Green flag. Petty guy's got a really good jump in that right lane. Clone is staying on the 43's bumper. Jeez, Van Gogh is just gone for the moment. Swan's on the inside, he's trying to hold his line. Oh, Van Gogh got really loose on the outside. They were almost 4 wide there for a second. They are still 3 wide for second. Lone Wolf to the lead. Swan's trying to hold off the outside for second place. He will. Everybody gets through that corner smoothly. Holy crap. Van Gogh led a lap by staying out, or having a very short pit stop on that last cycle. And now Lone's trying to lead a lap under green. Again, we know Lone has the pace because he currently has the purple lap. He's the fastest car on track right now. Guarantee you, everybody at Petty GMS is loving seeing that. Again, this is his first Oshkosh point race ever. He raced in a test race in season 1, and then he raced in a Christmas race at the end of last season. So he's run a couple of exhibition races with a different car completely. And now all of a sudden, with a new car, with new power and all that, he's leading this race. Again, he wasn't even supposed to race today. And then 20 minutes before the race, he showed up and said, hey, you have a car? And then we got him a car and everything worked out well. Oh, Lone's really loose on the outside. Swan's going to try to get around him. They all got really close to the green there. Nobody goes into it. They're all good there. Swan just got into the Lone a little bit. Oh boy. Lone way to the outside. He almost gets into the wall. Swan's going to try to get around him here. Nope, he's going to stay behind him. Don't look now, but here comes down east. He's going to try to get around that 5 car. Looks like he's going to do that on corner exit because right there was not a good spot. Swan might be in that outside wall. Can't really tell at the moment. All right, here's clear. Clone is on down east bumper right now for 3rd place. Lone's going to lead another lap. I know Swan's getting a little bit of trouble right now from the 16, but that 43 car is definitely on pace with these front runners. Down east is going to take over 2nd place. He will get around the 5. Kind of, not really. And Clone is going to pass them both and go to 2nd place. What a move by that 3 car. Oh my, I thought Down east was going to clip his bumper. So in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, you have all 3 of the drivers who have won at least one race this season. Trying to get up here to battle with Lone. Lone got really loose on the rumble strip. Clone might try to get around him right there. It won't work. Side by side for 3rd. Down east is not going to let that 5 car get away. They're staying door to door. Now Clone is all over Lone's bumper. He's going to try to take the lead of this race. Clone, he might try to cross him over. Lone's really slow on the outside. Clone doesn't know where to go in that 3 car. Out of the corner, Lone's going to hold him off. Swan got clear down east, but down east is still going to have his draft going down this long straightaway. I still cannot believe how fast these front runners are running right now. They are all staying together. Nobody is just running away with it. Ooh, Lone's getting a little bit loose. He needs to get further to the inside. Clone's going to shoot up that inside if he doesn't block it. Oh, we do a little in-car camera. Wow, that's loud. I don't know how loud that is for y'all. You're not looking at Swan's in-car camera. You're going to be able to see the front 2 really well from this angle, I hope. Swan is really easy with the gas pedal, not trying to get up into the wall. And now Clone and Lone are actually gapping these 2 guys. That's insane to see. You see in the rear view, down east thought about passing him, but now he's actually going to stay behind him for now. And it looks like they are door to door. Yep, they are door to door. Go back to spectator camera. Lone trying to hold the outside. Clone's trying to shoot it. Nope, Lone's going to hold it. Clone could have easily moved him up out of the way, but nope, decided better of it. With them being side by side like that for a second, that is going to allow Swan to close a little bit. Clone got into the back of 43 just a little bit. Clone wants that lead, and Lone is not going to let him have it. Into the wall. Clone is there on his right side. There goes Clone. He's going to take the lead this time. Lone's not going to be able to get that back through this corner. He's going to have to do it down the straightaway if he wants to get it back. Everybody really easy on the throttle. You cannot slam your foot down. You're going to go right into that fence. The gap is still 0.6 and growing. Now these guys are side by side. That is exactly what the leaders would want to see. But because they're not working together, the top 2 are going to probably skate away with it. Now Lone's going to try to go for the lead again. Is he going to get it? He is clear. Oh my lord, he almost died. He almost just got right hooked into the wall. Crazy move by Lone. Clone's not done with it yet. Oh my gosh. That slowed them down so much. Now the third and fourth place cars are starting to catch back up. What the heck? Oh god, it's happening again. Dear Lord. That was a huge jitter. I'm not sure if they're going to call yellow for that. It looks like they're fine this time. That it almost completely broke again. Again, I'm really not sure what all this is. I'm not sure why this is happening. I'm not sure what's causing it. Ooh, looks like they might be up in the wall. Clone is closing on the 43 car. Yep, Clone is going to just go right by him. Van Gogh up ahead of these guys coming out of the pit road. Van Gogh's car is just so off pace right now. I think he's just trying to make any change he can. They are entering lap 13, so once they cross the start-finish line next time, it will officially be halfway. I mean, Van Gogh and Pudge might be trying to do this on one stop. But I'm not sure if I would make that one stop starting the last lap before halfway. If I was in their shoes, I think I would try to go a lap or two after halfway just to make sure you can make it. Jeez, 16 car just under-braked a lot. Oh my god, did I just see raindrops? Oh my lord, did I just see raindrops? It is raining, ladies and gentlemen. I did not know it was going to rain. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so, you can kind of see it on the camera angle. It is nighttime at high speed ring, and it is starting to rain. That is going to change everything for this race. And yeah, all these front runners are coming down pit road, except for Swan. He's going to stay out one more lap. And there you can kind of see it on that camera. Lots of rain falling now. Can't really see it on this angle. I mean, you can see it a little bit. Oh my, I cannot believe. I wasn't even looking at the radar. I wasn't even thinking about the weather. Probably should have checked that before the race started, but oh my gosh, here we go. Swan seems to feel pretty confident. You see a lot of the rain there. I saw, I think, intermediate tires for the 16, and I think I saw wet tires for the 43. I'm not sure what the 3 car chose. Oh yeah, Swan might have stayed out one lap too many. He's having to go real easy on that throttle right now because this track is starting to get pretty wet. I am not sure how long this is going to last. I'm not sure how hard it's going to rain because that's going to determine how wet the track gets. It is starting to get some puddles out there, and there's a lot of rain shooting off of that 5 car. He is just going so slow trying to feather this car around this track. He is going to come down pit road this time. Now with him coming down, this is going to be the battle for the lead. Let's see if Swan staying out was the right choice or not. It probably wasn't. Clone just got really loose right there. So yeah, just to confirm 2 things. Down East chose intermediate tires, the completely wrong choice in my opinion. Swan staying out that extra lap was also the wrong decision. These are some insane pictures of these cars. Oh, and they cannot brake! Yikes, dude. Oh boy. And obviously oh, and he still cannot brake! What the heck is wrong with that 3 car? Swan's gonna catch right up to him. Okay, I take back what I said. I have no idea what tire compound the 3 car chose. If he's not on wet tires, that's insane right now that he's even controlling that car because that track out there looks soaked. Still no cautions. Oh, Clone can... Oh my gosh, Clone might... He should have just spun out right there. This is insane to watch. He's not coming down pit road. Okay, he must have wet tires on. He's really having trouble keeping that car straight then. So look at this. These cars don't have wipers, but they do have 850 horsepower. And they have to run this race in the rain now. Oh, Swan got really close to that wall. You hear those tires? Oh my gosh, I think 850 horsepower might have been just a little bit too much for the rainy conditions. Clone is all over the place, so is Swan. I think they're hitting the puddles out there in the track. Lone is currently 5 seconds off of the leaders. Oh my gosh, nobody can brake. Holy crap, this is insane. I would not be shocked if this caused a yellow or a red flag to come out. Are these guys actually even right now, or is there a caution? Okay, no, they're going full steam. So they go through that dry tunnel, they have 2 seconds of peace, and then it's out here in this nonsense again. Clone's gonna try to go low, trying to hold this lead. Oh, you can't go very hard. I mean, right now they're going as fast as they possibly can, and it looks like they're going the speed limit of a normal road. Clone dove low to try to get some draft off of the 42 car. The rain looks insane with this moving camera. Holy crap. You see that lit up scoreboard sign back there is super bright with this time of night. I did not think we would have a nighttime rain race at High Speed Ring tonight. Swan is going to go for the lead. He's going to go to the outside. I don't know what's going on right now. It looks like caution might be out. Alright, caution's out. They're also red flagging it. I gotta check my messages. I gotta make sure I'm brought up to speed on what's happening here. Again, that's some of the most lethal driving I've ever seen in my life. There's an outside chance they might bring these cars down pit road and wait for the rain to go by. I'm not sure what they're doing yet. Obviously they're just stopping now. I'm just waiting to get any word on what's going on here. Hey, it's Friday. Hope y'all are having a good day. Hope y'all are enjoying your weekend. Hope y'all have a good weekend coming up. And please tune in tomorrow to see FES racing at Grand Valley South. Alright, I did just get word this is officially a red flag for rain, so we are going to sit here and let this rain go past. Well, this is an NFRL first. We've had a few rain races in the past in a few different series, but this is officially the first time that we are having a complete red flag because of the weather. Just scrolling through the cameras, looking to see if it's still raining. Looks like the rain has kind of stopped. So they are going to take it back to yellow flag. And again, this will allow all the drivers to come down pit road, make whatever adjustments they think they need right now, because even with it not raining right now, the track is obviously still soaked. They have to make sure they all have the wet tires on, because intermediate is not the right choice at all. Alright, so pit road will open. We'll do a little in-car camera here with the 16. Alright, let's see what happens here. Everybody's going to come down pit road and make sure they have what they need. So on the left side of your screen, you're going to see what tires are on. Dear Lord, the 3 car was on intermediates that whole time. Well, that explains it. So, yeah, Clone's going to switch to wet tires. Clone is not switching to wet tires. Okay. I am absolutely shocked to see that 3 car still on intermediates. So now with all of that, Down East goes to the lead, Swan goes to second, Clone falls back to third. Looking at my radar, it looks like the main rain is out of here for now, but there could still be a few sprinkles before this race is over. And now here's the biggest problem these guys are going to have. The sun is set. No more sun for this race. And there's clouds everywhere, and there's just a lot of moisture and fog and all that bull crap in the air. So drying this track is going to be a lot harder than what it would be in the daytime. And there's still a decent chunk of laps remaining. Looks like there's going to be 8 laps to go once they get to the start-finish line this time. Again, man, hope y'all are enjoying this. This has actually turned out to be a really fun race to watch. Part of me is jealous that I'm not out there racing with them, because again, I've raced the first 2 seasons of this series, and I always have fun driving this car. Would love to be out there on the track racing in this awesome, rainy, wet track with them, but still awesome to be up here and watching it. Down East chooses right, Swan goes left. Sorry about that, y'all. Got blown my nose a lot tonight. It's stuffy. Alright, coming down to the start-finish line. Here we go. 8 laps to go. Holy early jump by that left lane. That was a really, really early jump by the 3 car. There's a car that kind of got loose in the back. Van goes off. Clone is off. Well, judging by the sound of that 5 car's engine, I thought they might have called the yellow back and redo that restart, but nope, they're still green. Clone's trying to get back around the 2 car for second place. He's trying to keep that spot, actually. Down East is out to a decent lead. I mean, look at how much these guys are braking just to make this corner. That is insanity. Clone is to the inside of Pudge. He's trying to hold on to the spot. But again, Clone is still on intermediate, so Clone is not going to be too fast to start, but then as the track gets drier, Clone should gain a really significant advantage. But with the laps remaining, I'm not really sure if this track is going to get dry enough for soft tires again. So in that case, Clone should really have the advantage, in my opinion. 2 cars shoots up to the outside. Looks like he might be trying to dry that section off if he can. Lone Wolf is in second place. Who is that coming down pit road? That is Swan. He may be switching to intermediate tires. That's a really bold call to pit right now. I mean, this... Whoa! Punch got really loose. He's slipping up into the wet section. He's really, 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 really slipping. He saves it. Used the wall a little bit, but that's fine. And yeah, Swan just switched to intermediates, but now look where he is. He's back on the front straightaway while these guys are going through turn 2. So now he's going to have to try to make up that gap before the end of the race. But now, the interesting part is, Down East is on wet tires, Clone is on intermediates. And again, as this track gets a little bit more dry, Clone is going to have a way bigger advantage, in my opinion. Ooh, Lone just leaned into the 3 car a little bit there. He's going to get into the wet section on the outside. Don't want to do that. Trying to see if the gap to Down East is getting any smaller. I mean, yeah, it is. He's actually knocking off a few tenths. Clone trying to stay to the inside on that drier section of the track. 1.7, 1.6. Now going back up a little bit. I mean, the track is drying, and shockingly, there's still enough light out here to see the drier lane coming in. Here, all these cars are out of the gas. I don't know, man. I really question that move by Swan to take intermediate tires. I mean, crossing the line that time, he has 6 laps to try to catch up, but I mean, everybody else is on wets, and then Clone is on intermediate, so I don't think that move was a race-winning move, but I mean, I guess it's aggressive. Going through the S corners, the gap to Down East is now just a second. That dry lane is really coming in, and actually, it almost looks like the sun is trying to come back out. I thought I said that sucker was set earlier. Well, maybe it's morning now. Maybe this race is going into the morning, for all I know. Gap is now 8/10, slightly going down. Down East hop back into that gas pedal, really aggressive on corner exit. Going to this camera view, I mean, you can, dear God, this camera view, you can see over there to the right, I mean, it looks like the sun's up over there still, so. Alright, I'm down. Lobby has just officially broke again, just give it 1 second to come back in. Ain't this just a really fun view to watch? Just cars up in the wall not doing anything. Just give it a second. It's going to morph back up to where they actually are. There they are. Now it's fine again. That is 3 times now this server has done a massive server bump. I'm not sure what's causing that to happen. So anyways, Clone is still at the 8/10 gap, about. And now here comes Down East's problem, where he still has wet tires on that car, and that line on the inside of the track is starting to really dry up. I mean, you never know with the... Uh-oh. And there it is. Officially done, kaput, finished. Well, after 3 big lag spikes and that, man, I really wanted that replay too. Man, that sucks. So was it just me that got kicked out, or was it everybody? I think it was everybody. Oh, man. Alright, well, we're gonna have to get that lobby form back up here in a second. Basically, the order for the grid you saw before that happened, they're going to get the cars back, form them back up, and then they'll go back green. Alright, so I'm going to sit on the lobby screen and just wait a second. Alright, so just give me a second, y'all. We will be right back. Alright, y'all. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this game's servers, so a couple of changes of plans tonight. Will not be a doubleheader. Basically, we're going to be scrapping one of the races on the schedule because we cannot make a race up for whatever reason in this series, so yeah, just this race will happen. We're basically treating that lobby crash as a caution. Now, the track is officially dried off, because obviously, new lobby, whole new thing. And yeah, we're going to have a 5-lap shootout to determine the winner of this race. I don't know what's going on. Like, last week on Monday, I guess still this week, but we literally were going to try to do the All-Star race for the Cup Series, and then none of us could remotely create a lobby in the lobby screen, and then every single lobby on the lobby screen had either one or no bar connection status, and then we couldn't do anything. The game was completely dead. Now, we were able to do 2 Winston races last night, and it seemed to be fine. But now all of a sudden, it's just absolutely useless again. I don't know, man. Clone had played that tire strategy pretty perfectly, and he was in position to really go for that race win, but I guess crap happens. And I just want to apologize, just on behalf of the NFRL, because this isn't our fault. This is just Polyphony and Gran Turismo servers acting stupid. I know Pudge has good internet, I know Swan has good internet. I know Down East has good internet. Like 90% of the people in here have good internet, but none of them can connect in here. So that's nothing on our ends. It's on GT's end. It sucks, dude. We had such a good race finish about to happen. And also, that replay with those awesome weather shots of the rain and the sun and all that and the drier track, like, we won't be able to get pictures of that, so that sucks too. Again, just my apologies for the dumb drama on this. I don't know what to say. It's so stupid, but Clone is very upset in that 3 car because obviously he was in position to really go challenge for that race win. But now these guys are all even again. They're on soft tires. The track is dry as a bone, and now we're going to have 5 laps to settle it. Don't forget the green-white checkers are still on the table. It could still happen. But here we go, coming down to the start-finish line. 5 laps to settle the Miller Lite 200. Down East got a really good shot from the 43 car. Clone's trying to get a push from that 2 car. Looks like, oh, Clone almost got turned around going through there. Clone tried to get to the outside of the 16, won't work. Ooh, heading off into turn 2, aggressive braking line. Clone just got into the 16 car. That took away some of Clone's speed. I mean, if Down East can get away from the 3 car where the 3 car doesn't have his draft, I think Down East is going to drive away with it. Clone just has to stay sharp, just hit his marks. Again, the last time Clone won any race on a road course, I think it was Cup Season 2, where he won at Blue Moon B in the old Cup cars. Can't tell if Clone is up on the wall. I don't think he is. He's still... Nope, he's catching up to the 16. Clone is still there in the draft. Everybody makes it through this first lap okay. 4 laps to go. Oh, Clone is there. He is hungry. He wants this... He's going for the lead to the inside. There he goes. Oof. Big move. Down East is going to try to cross him over. Looks like it's not going to work. Wow, Down East got all of that lead right back. Holy smokes. Clone staying to the outside. He might be able to get the power down. Down East almost got into him, but Clone actually shut the door hard on that 16 car. Looks like they're door-to-door back here for, looks like that's 4th or 5th, one of the 2. Give you a little in-car camera. This is the NFRL visor cam of the 16 car. See how unstable these cars are as Down East is working that steering wheel. You have to let off the gas in that little corner. Ooh, Down East got really loose. Clone with a little bit of a better exit. Down East gets into the wall. The gap to Clone is now really going better. Is he still in the draft? He is ever so barely in the draft of that 3 car. Go back to spectator cam here. Clone right now is holding 3rd over Swan and Pudge. Ooh, Clone went up into the green. He did not gain an advantage though, so he should be fine. No penalty there. Oh, this is still turning out to be a really exciting finish for this race, I must say. Down East is not going anywhere. Down East and Colleague Racing are riding with all of the momentum right now. Down East is going to slam into the wall a little bit there. The gap was almost maintained at the same exact point, even with Down East getting into the wall. I am not sure why Clone dove all the way to the inside. What in the actual heck is that 3 car doing? 2 cars around in the back. Waiting on official word. I'm going to this camera just to hear the engine. Looks like they're staying green. I am not sure what the heck that 3 car even did. He's still there for the lead. He's going for it. He's not going to go to the inside this time. He's all over the bumper of that 16. He basically leaned on Down East right there. I mean, I do think the 3 car is slightly faster. Oh, he's not... 3 cars not faster when he does that. Now he's going to get a big speed run. He is hitting the widest, like, almost perfect apexes coming through these corners. Down East is feeling it. That 3 car has a lot of speed, and he wants this really bad. This is going to be a tight battle because they're coming up to the white flag, and as long as there's not a caution, we will have 1 lap to settle it between these two. Everybody else is out of contention. Clone's going to go to the inside. They are door-to-door for the lead, coming to the white flag. Here we go. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. This is the Miller Lite 200, a high-speed ring. Still door-to-door. Nobody has the outright advantage with all this draft. Down East got into the wall a little bit. Clone actually got out of the gas entirely. Down East is going to try to cross him back over. Down East falls off enough. He is now at Clone's rear bumper. It's about as exciting as it gets, folks. We had lots of rain in this final stage. Down East, I thought he was to the inside. He might try to dive bomb it. Whew, this is going to be close. I don't know what Down East is going to try to do to get around him. He will not hesitate in using that front bumper of his. Way wider of a corner. Down East is trying to get the roll off. Gap is going down slightly, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get there. Also, how in the heck did Pudge and Van Gogh already finish this race? What? Final corner. Can Down East get to him? Down East almost shot up into the wall. Clone's being really easy on the throttle. Now he just has to outrun Down East to the start-finish line, but he does have the draft. Here they come to the start-finish line. And Clone is going to hold off Down East, and he is going to win a high-speed ring. Man, what a drive by that 3 car. His first road course victory since Cup Season 2. I cannot believe somebody just dethroned Colleague Racing at a road course, and also that it was Clone. Clone obviously has a lot of speed running for Stuart Haas, but he's just been a little bit off pace as of recent, but wow. Definitely proved his own today, and that is a very, very well-earned win by that team. All right, y'all. Well, there are your results right there. That is the results for the final stage. I'm going to have to check back through my video to see what the actual fastest lap time is, because I'm not sure if a 104.8 is the absolute fastest. I think it was actually that 104.7 by Down East. But, yeah, that was insane. I'm also just getting some... I'm checking right now just to make sure that race was official and all that, because I also have I have a couple admin chats up just to make sure everything is official and all that. Also, yeah, they just brought to my attention that Pudge and Van Gogh were scored 1 lap down, and I have no idea how the heck that happened. All right. Just waiting here for a second. Again, they have a chat up right now, and like all of our league regulars and all the guys that race, they show up obviously every race day, but I try to keep all of that out of these race streams just so y'all can watch our races full length, start to finish, not have any of the chat drama or anything in it. So yeah, that's why I don't just barge into that chat after the race is over. Alright, so I'm talking to a few people here. Did just get word that the race is official. Trying to look for my stupid phone wherever the heck I threw it to. Yikes. I hate when games act up like this, because obviously the race itself was really good. We had some really good rain racing there in the second stage before the lobby just glitched out. I don't know, man. I don't know why this game chooses to act up so badly when it does. Alright, y'all. There's probably going to be some commotion in this chat, just talking about things, but I will try to keep them quiet, because we are going to go and interview Clone for his race victory.
I don't think it's so much the track as the game being retarded.
Good win, buddy.
I'm not putting with this green shit anymore. I'm taking my turns on the...
Vince.
On the fence.
Cloney, this is formal guy up in the booth. You got to me.
What's up, man?
Oh, hey. I'll just say what's obvious. Race was tough. Race was just stupid how these servers have about as much structural integrity as the World Trade Center, but you ran an amazing race. You really had, I think, one of the best strategies laid out for when the rain was ending, and I just want to say I'm sorry personally that it got screwed up because of this game's stupid servers, but hey, you just went toe-to-toe with Colleague Racing, the team that has all the momentum and then some right now, and you beat them straight up in a 1v1 race on dry track. How you feeling, buddy?
Feeling pretty decent. I mean, it's nobody's fault that this fucking game and its owners can't get their act together. I'm upset about a lot of things tonight, but I'm happy that I got a good points finish. I'm happy for my teammate, who also got some pretty decent points. Sorry to Down East for some incidents during the race, but overall I think it was a pretty good day.
Well, hey, I also want to say that car looked really amazing, sporting the U.S. Army camo and American flag out there on the track. I mean, do you have any connections to U.S. Army?
Not necessarily the Army, but my two uncles, my great-grandpa, my grandpa on my dad's side, a lot of people in my family have been a part of some form of the military branch. I'm just partial to the Army because that's really where I want to go someday. And I'm glad that I could get U.S. Army to a victory lane and give them a good race.
Well, hey, man, just from me and everybody in the NFRL, just a huge thanks to everybody in your family and obviously everybody around the world that continues to serve this great country we live in. And just as a team owner and as a guy who just witnessed a really fun race to watch, just a huge congrats on getting your second win of the season. You now have 2 point race victories this season alone. That's now 3 all-time. That's definitely marking your name up there on the all-time win list for this series. Just a huge congratulations, brother.
Well, thank you.
Alright, y'all, I'm going to end this because, dear God, that was miserable. If y'all want to go back, I don't have any timestamps off the edge of my head, but literally there were times where just the cars are going full steam, and then all of a sudden they all just morphed into turn 2 and just became this cluster of metal. I don't know what the heck caused that. Just again, it's not any of our faults, but I still apologize for how crappy this game is all of a sudden. I mean, ever since last week, we've just been having tons of problems, and we're going to try to get it fixed. And again, we're not doing a doubleheader tonight. It's just this one, and we're not going to do any more doubleheaders going forward, just as a precaution. And also, I didn't shout them out all race this race, but just a shout out to our league sponsors, Lone Wolf and Pudge. They both take money out of their own pockets to put towards our prize pool, so these guys have something to race for, which is awesome. Shout out to Fabianski for making all of our Cup cars and liveries and all of that stuff. He puts a tremendous amount of effort into that, so our Cup series looks the way it does. Shout out to Wheels, spelled with a Z. He makes Madden videos on YouTube. He also goes live on Twitch every day. And also, if you're looking to go to a sporting event, use code WHEELS on SeatGeek for $20 off your order. Thank you all so much for watching. We will be racing FES tomorrow. I hope it'll be at Grand Valley South with the FES series. And no stream on Monday for Cup because that will be the All-Star race. A couple of our drivers might be streaming that, but I won't be. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.